Hello, this is Dr. J Dredscythe from BlizzPro.com. Alright, now we're going to try to make this short and sweet as possible, but this is a video in relationship to my development hell number 3, expanding on the Challenge Rift system that we saw at BlizzCon in 2016. And basically, I love the concept, I love what it could be, but I really wanted to expand on it. I really want to see if I could, instead of looking to current systems that may have problems to try to fix them, look to a future system and try to flush it out and see what I could think of. And maybe if the developers are looking, maybe they'll take a half of one of idea. So there's a lot to go over, so we'll try to go over as quickly as possible. Let's get into it. Now, there's always going to be prerequisites. So right now, currently, if I remember, because it's been a while since I started a new character, is for a regular Rift, you need to be level 70 only. For a greater Rift, you need to be level 70 and have a keystone. So I figured for challenge rifts, since they are essentially just a retooled greater rift system, is you have to do both of those prerequisites, which is basically the same, easy, just ding level 70 essentially, and then you just get to level 10 in a greater rift. So you get used to the system, you know how the monster density increases is, you know how the pylons work out, and you get an idea for how the timer is for you or against you, better or worse. So now that we have that established, you click on the obelisk and you click on challenge, and you're presented with 3 options. Now, depending on your group size, you'll either have none, some, or all the options listed. If you're playing solo, you're essentially playing what we were shown and demonstrated at BlizzCon. You're going to get the chosen person's build, you're going to get all the abilities, you're going to have to learn that. Now, where things begin to differ is with free-for-all. Free-for-all is my take on the 2, 3, and 4 player groups. Instead of working together with that one build, you work against each other, and you're in your own individual rifts, and you're trying to beat the greater rift 15-minute timer, trying to beat the chosen player's timer, and you're also trying to see who can be the fastest directly out of the 2, 3, or 4 of you. And the progression is linked together through the GR timer, through colors and stuff that I've put in the article. And if you've seen that, you'll maybe begin to get a better sense of what I'm trying to do. I'll show an example later on in the video. So that's what free-for-all is. It's direct competition within your group at that particular time. And then the exact opposite is actually party. So if you're in a 2, 3, or 4 man group, you're actually working to try to beat the 15-minute timer and the chosen 2, 3, or 4 man groups that's picked from the algorithm. So I'm expanding on that, on the algorithm that they're doing only for one build, and expanding it to the 2, 3, and 4 man, because why not? And lastly, before I get to teams, free-for-all and party are for 2 and 3 man groups. Teams is only unlocked when you're in a 4-man party, and that's because that's a 4-man group. I don't want to get the lingo too confused here. So teams is unlocked when you have a 4-player group, and why you need 4 players is because I call it a 2x2. So you and a friend in your group will play, say, as a Crusader and Witch Doctor. Say that was the 2-man algorithm pick for this week. Your other friend and his friend that are in your group will play as another Crusader and Witch Doctor. So now you're working cooperatively with one of your friends, working competitively against your other 2 friends, trying to see who's the better team right there, right then. So we're expanding the free-for-all into teams. So there's a whole bunch of different cooperative, competitive, and mixture within free for all, party, and teams, and the original solo CR idea itself. So once you get a group, and you figure out what you're gonna do, you select what you're gonna do, and you hit accept, and then you move over to the setup option, which is really easy, and that's what we'll go over next. Alright, so before we go any further, let's get a few buddies to help us out here. So I'd like to welcome Leviathan, Nineball, and Hot Streak to get this thing going.
Hey everybody, Leviathan here.
Oh, hi. Nineball here.
Hey guys, it's Hot Streak.
Alright, fellas, thanks for joining me. Thanks for helping show this thing out. Now, the panel you see in front of you is just essentially just a modified Greater Rift completion screen, just to have the class selection on there. And I'm going to stick with the 4-man groups because that gives the ability to show everything, the free-for-all, the teams, and the party play, as well as let you see how you select and how everything links up as far as like the colors determining who's on what team, or how you know if you're all playing the same thing, how everything works out. So right now you see an example of actually a pre-selected by the algorithm 4-man group via the leaderboards. So I'm gonna go first and pick the wizard. And Levi goes next, and he picks the barbarian, followed closely by Nineball picking the witch doctor, and Hot Streak gets the last pickings with the monk. Hopefully he does well. Sorry, Hot Streak. So that kind of gives you an idea of how everything works out, and you see that all the banner flags are red, which signifies, if you haven't noticed by now, that you're all playing on the same team. So let's go over to the next example, which is the teams. Now let's go over to what teams would look like. So now Leviathan and myself are on blue team, and Nineball and Hot Streak are on red team. See how the banners kind of help you signify who's on what team and how everything is working, what mode you're in. So I'm going to play Witch Doctor. Sorry, Levi. Good luck. And Levi's playing the Monk of our team, and Nineball's playing the Witch Doctor along with Hot Streak playing the Monk of their team. So this visual alone, I think, helps make it a lot clearer what a 2x2, as I'm internally calling it myself, or what a team concept would be. So after this, we're going to move over to free for all. So last but not least is free for all. So now I was lazy and I picked it, and I used my actual Demon Hunter for the actual build. So of course it's Demon Hunter. Now you're going to see what immediately jumps out on free for all is you see the same thing elsewhere. Could be for a team, but I think they will try to pick the algorithm where it's not the same class for both. Otherwise it's a little stale, and it kind of like, why am I doing a team of 2 Demon Hunters when I could just do free for all or solo of a Demon Hunter? I think that they would try to prevent that as much as they could. So as you see, everything is a Demon Hunter. And we're all different colored banner flags: red, blue, green, and yellow. So that helps you signify all that, and those are important as well as for the team for the Greater Rift mechanics, which we'll get to very shortly. But one last thing, I just want to demonstrate what the preview build actually looks like. It's essentially copying what they did for the armory and what is already in the game for the preview. So once you look at that, you can look at the build. You can hover over everything. You can see what the passives are, what the gear is, what the abilities are, etc., etc., and you'll get a sense. So, for instance, you see I have Call of the Week on, but I don't necessarily have Thrill the Hunt until you hover over the Hellfire and see that the Hellfire has the passive. So it's one of those things that if passive or ability sticks out, you'll be able to navigate through and figure out what's what. So you just close out, and then we're going to skip the testing hub because, like I said, while it looks like to be basically the Realm of Trials area, just rehashed for this purpose, we don't have any real footage of it. I'm not going to try to replicate it. So we're just going to use the option to skip the testing hub, which we'd probably be doing anyways, to get to the Greater Rift itself, and let's see what that looks like. Alright, now that I've talked about this, are you guys ready to try it out?
Alright, I'm ready.
Cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's go. Alright, just to keep everything easy for you guys at home to keep track of who is who, I put colors next to each individual person so when the GR scroll timer changes, you know who it relates to. I almost missed a orb.
Damn it! I just died.
I can't believe I just missed that pylon. Come on.
You're cheating. This can't be happening.
Oh yeah, let's go, let's go.
Looks like this is going to be a tough race.
Oh man, this gravy train cannot be stopped.
Come on,
Where did you come from, Mamba?
Ah, yes, I'm in the lead. Haha. Catch me if you can. I forgot the shrine.
Missed a couple of orbs back here.
oh man, of course, friggin' dead end. Oh, and there was a champ pack over here.
The secret double pylons. Yes, I remember where they are.
Ah, no, come on, come on.
Getting really close to the GR, guys.
Ah.
Oh
Shit!
Levi, you almost... Damn it. Alrighty, well, breaking a little bit of the fourth wall. Thank you, Levi, Nine, and Hostrick. This was awesome. And for everyone looking, yeah, things may have not been perfect with the UI, you know. I'm looking at you, follower, up there. But, yeah, I hope you got a real excitement out of this. And, of course, I didn't touch rewards because, you know, this is supposed to be for fun. Rewards, let the devs do that. But yeah, I hope this got you excited. I hope this spurs some conversations, some criticisms, and but more importantly, just, you know, wait for it to actually come out, what the devs give us, and make sure that you appreciate it for what it is. Take everything that they give us for what it is, not what you hope it is, and then work with the devs. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for reading and listening and viewing. I hope you enjoyed.